Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. I am Bayusmin Nasida Tumanong and we are the group 7. So today, in this video, we will talk about the models and approaches in working with individuals and families. So here's the topics that we will discuss for this video. First is we have the psychosocial approach, task-centered model, problem-solving model, family intervention, family and functional approach, the case management model of practice. So next, before we will proceed to our next topic, or before we will proceed to our main topics, please allow me to share to you our learning objectives. And first one, we have to be able to discuss what are the models used in working with individuals and families. Second one is to be able to examine what are the approaches used in working with individuals and families. And the third one is to be able to approach and apply the learnings from the topic into a real life situation. Okay. Our first topic is about the psychosocial approach major themes that will be reported by myself. Okay, I know, we all know naman I know na lahat naman siguro tayo na may background na kung ano ba talagang tinatawag na psychosocial approach. But to give you a brief discussion, to give you a brief knowledge about the psychosocial approach, ang psychosocial approach daw ay mas kilala sa tinatawag na organismic approach, the differential treatment approach, and the diagnostic school. So, ito ay authors nila Mary Sigmund and Gordon Hamilton and si Freudian theory of personality. Familiar naman sa atin si Freud, diba? So, ngayon, si psychosocial approach is napaka-importante siya when it comes sa social work fields, no? Kasi nagagamit masyado ito. And ito ay madalas din ginagamit talaga ng mga social worker in order na mas mapadali yung process ni social work with the client. Diba? We are working with individuals, with the group, and with the community as well. So, with this, using psychosocial approach is na mas napapadali yung psychosocial functioning. Next, yung major themes. The works of Florence Hollis continue to be among the most used reference in psychosocial approach, and these are also main sources of materials in this module. So, kilalanin natin si Florence Hollis. Siya ay isa sa nag-contribute ng psychosocial approach na kung saan ito yung madalas natin na ginagamit ng social worker as a reference. No? Ito yung main source na materials na module na ginagamit natin sa ngayon. So, approach is a system theory approach because it is a concern with both the inner realities of human beings. Hence, it's continued use by Freudian and other personality and ego psychology theories and the social context in which they live. So, yung approach na word is tinatawag siya na system theory approach kasi nga, 'di ba? Kasi nga yung both yung inner realities and yung human beings is patuloy pa rin na ginagamit. Ito ay hindi sila magkahiwalay, no? Para mas mapadali yung process. Diagnosis and treatment are addressed to the person in situation, gestalt, or configuration. The person being helped or treated is seen in the context of interactions or transactions with the external world with which the person is in close interaction. So from the word itself, social. So syempre, dapat andun yung salitang interaction. May interaction si client with their social worker, with that social worker. Kasi ang hirap mag-resolve ng isang problem kung walang interaction na magaganap, 'di ba? So, another thing, another emphasis of the approach is at treatment must be differential according to the client's need, hence to the term differential treatment approach. So, may tinatawag din tayong differential treatment approach. Siyempre, from the word itself, differential, no, magkakaiba-iba yung approach or yung treatment natin as a social worker natin sa ating mga client, depende doon sa kanilang kinakailangan. Marami tayong approach na ginagamit at isa na dito yung differential treatment approach. So, it requires the social work to understand the client's need to respond according. So, next, the client's inability to function adequately is viewed as being caused by inadequacies either in a person or the situation or both. So thus, the worker must engage in fact-gathering and come up with professional opinion called diagnosis or assessment. So, dapat maka-engage. Pag nag-engage na yung social worker with the client, may tinatawag tayong fact-gathering para ma-comb up lahat ng mga opinions. Dapat kumbaga, hindi man si social work yung magdadiagnose. Dapat magdadiagnose yung maalam, yung psychiatrist, psychology, yung mga ganun. Sila yung may rights na makapag-diagnose dun sa client na yun. But then, si social worker, siya yung mag-a-assess dun sa client. Siya yung mag-gather ng mga fact. Siya yung mag-gather ng information galing kay client. So, we have two definition of psychosocial approach. First is we have the system theory approach to social work practice. It focuses on both psychological factors behind a person's problem as well as its social context. So, this is understandable naman na si psychosocial approach ay social work practice siya. So, siya ay ginagamit ng mga social worker na kung saan ito'y naka-focus sa psychological factors and sa problema nung client na yun. So, next is called the system theory approach because the human being is viewed as a personal system consists of interaction subparts. So, system theory approach siya kasi sabi dito is nakikita natin yung personality system ng isang tao. So, malalaman natin kung ano ba yung nakakapag-influence sa kanya, ano ba yung dahilan, bakit siya nagkaganon, ano ba yung... So, andun yung tinatawag na which there are interactions and transactions na tinatawag. In addition, sa psychosocial approach, may phases tayo na tinatawag. First is initial phase. The second one is the assessment of the client with his or her situation. The types of diagnosis is first is we have the dynamic, ever-changing assessment. The second one is etiological. Ito yung mas lalong nag-work or nag-trigger yung client sa problem. So, the third one is the classification. Ito yung background ni client. And the letter C is treatment. Indirect or direct treatments. Okay, so that would be all. Shukran. And let's proceed to our next topic that will be discussed by Kasim Arsamid.